Hi guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectables. So we're going to be continuing our look at the Tomy Dinosaur minifigure line by looking at this guy. And today it's the Velociraptor. Now in the last video we looked at the Tomy Triceratops, and actually these three along the front resemble the dinosaurs we see in Jurassic Park. So I decided to pick up this one, and I'll put a link to that down below. But today we're going to be looking at the Velociraptor, who's just there. Let's get a closer look at this packaging. So these are minifigures, so they're not massive. They're only 150 millimeters long, which is about sort of 15 centimeters long. But what was really cool about the Triceratops was the amount of detail that they packed in. And it's just interesting to see a Japanese toy on the channel. Also, up in the corner here, a lot of you have asked me what these are called, and they're actually called Life on the Earth. You can see a very small lettering in the corner there, Life on the Earth. So if you want to look for these online and try and pick some up yourself, have a look for Life on the Earth. So on the sides you can just see we've got some lettering all around. We've got the Japanese logo there, and you can see on the back the other dinosaurs in this line. So we've got the Tyrannosaurus, we've got the Triceratops, which we've already picked up. We've got the Brachiosaurus, and we've got the Velociraptor. Now what's really cool about these is they also come with Dino Damage, see? And underneath you can see the musculature of the dinosaurs, which is actually very reminiscent of the dinosaurs that we had for the Jurassic Park toy line. So, without further ado, let's get this thing out of the packaging. So here's everything you'll find inside the box. We get a nice little instruction leaflet. Let's get this opened up. Now the Japanese are well renowned for making really nice instructions, and I like that about this set. Oh, sellotape is catching. There we go. Right, so we've got a lovely picture of the Velociraptor in blue on the front, and then it's blank on the back, and then we just got instructions for how to put this guy together, and as you can see he comes in parts. So and then the Dino Damage goes on the side there. Very nice indeed. We also get a bag of indistinct little sweets. They're a little bit weird. I'm not sure I like to eat these because I just don't know. I don't trust them. They look really odd. But anyway, here is the main body of the Velociraptor, and we'll get a closer look at him once he's fully assembled. So let's put the tail onto the Velociraptor. So this is a taped baggie. Let's open this up. And I must say he's looking very detailed already. I'm pretty impressed. So let's put this on here. There we go, lovely. And then we'll put the two arms on either side. It's fairly straightforward. And actually they make these holes slightly different on either side so that you don't get mixed up and you don't put the wrong arm on the wrong side, because that could look funny. But it's easily done. It's easily done. So there we go, that's the other one. And then we've got the Dino Damage here, so he's got his own little bag as well. I love the way everything's bagged up. I mean, even all of this came in another bag as well. It's all bags. Okay, and let's put the Dino Damage on there, and we'll get a closer look at what that looks like without the Dino Damage later on. So, there we go. So he's fully assembled. And wow, what a great little figure. Again, they've done a really good job. I'm just trying to rotate the leg. Now, as with last time with the Triceratops, they are very, very stiff when you first insert the joints. So you have to basically push them as far as they'll go to get that friction. Oh, that happened last time as well. But yeah, there we go. Now the friction is gone. Because oh, and then his arm's coming off. Oh, and his tail's coming off. Oh, what a disaster. Now, I assure you, I am just being heavy-handed with this thing. It's not falling apart easily. It's because I'm trying to make sure that all these joints are frictionless. Okay, so there we go. Let's get a closer look at this guy. So, first off, the head sculpt is pretty good. I think it resembles more the baby Tyrannosaurus that we see in The Lost World more than the Raptor. And actually, head on, it does look more like the Velociraptor we see in Jurassic Park, but side on, I would say something about the placement of the eye makes it sort of resemble that dinosaur less. Now the jaw does open up, and as you can see, they've sculpted in a tongue there, and he seems to have quite a bloodied snout as well. But yeah, I would say this looks more like the baby Tyrannosaurus Rex than the Velociraptors. You can see there's some nice bluish stripes going along the back of his head, and there's some nice dry brushing going underneath. All in all, there's a lot of variation in colour, and it's a very nice sculpt. I mean, for a Velociraptor, it is actually pretty cool. There's some nice musculature in the arms, very nicely sculpted hand claws, and I didn't pay very much for this at all. I know a few of you have been looking online for these and saying that they're quite expensive to pick up, but actually if you have a look for the Life on Earth dinosaur figures, you can find them. I found mine for $2.50, so very cheap indeed. Okay, so you can see we've got these lovely tiger stripes, and these are reminiscent of the paint job for the Velociraptors in the Lost World. Lovely strong musculature legs, and yeah, really nicely painted claws. I mean, you can't really fault those claws. That's as good, well, almost as good as Papo. I mean, that really is a very good sculpt. So yeah, very nice indeed. And then as we carry on down the tail, very nice. And actually the silhouette of this dinosaur is very reminiscent of the raptor from Jurassic Park. It looks like the old action figures. So they've contrasted the pose of this hand with the pose of the hand being sort of bent here. So I think that's quite cool because it gives a variation to the sculpt. So that's really nice. And then on this side, obviously, we've got the Dino Damage, and they've left a little tab here so you can pull the Dino Damage out, which is cool. And then underneath, you can see all that lovely glossy musculature, and they've given it a coat of gloss so that it's got this real wet look to it, which I think is absolutely cool. So in terms of articulation, as I showed you, you can open and close the jaw, very nice. The arms can swing backwards and forwards or do a full 360 if you wanted to. Same with the legs can swing backwards and forwards so you can get them into an attacking pose. Very nice indeed. And the tail unfortunately does not turn, it's a fixed connection, so there is no rotation there. So in terms of articulation, he's actually pretty good. Okay, so here's the Papo Velociraptor, and as you can see, they actually scale up really well. In terms of length, they're sort of, the Tomy one is almost the same size, and they're about the same height, so they actually sit together really well. Look at that. I'm really impressed. I mean, they actually could be from the same pack. That's pretty cool. So if you are looking to sort of army build your raptor pack, then this might be a good option for you. Obviously the Papo outshines the Tomy one in terms of detail, but still this is very, very good. And considering I only paid £2.50 for this one, I'm very, very pleased indeed. But yeah, I'm just pleased at how well they sit together. Isn't that great? Now I've also got the Papo Tyrannosaurus Rex here. I'll bring him in. Now if you haven't already entered the competition on the main page, you've got till the 24th of December, so not very long now at all, and you could be winning this Tyrannosaurus Rex and lots of other goodies, so make sure you enter. But yeah, look at that. What a stunning little figure. I think we've done really well there. So I would highly recommend that you pick this piece up, if not only to go with your Papo Velociraptor. I think they just stand together really well. So there we have it, guys. That was today's look at the Tomy Velociraptor from the minifigure Life on Earth range. Next time we'll try and have a look at the Brachiosaurus, so you can have a look at the remaining Jurassic Park figure, and maybe I'll think about picking up that Tyrannosaurus Rex. Because I am impressed by these figures and I think they're really good value for money. Okay guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the meantime, rate, subscribe and enter the competition on the main page, and I will see you guys in the next video.